You tuned in to Infinite Vibes, provided by Taste and powered by Dash Radio. I'm Moran, the man. My lovely co-host DJ B-Lex and D-Lou are in the building.
We here, baby.
Absolutely. And we're in the presence of somebody who's just out here doing her damn thing. It is, Women's National Women's
Appreciation. International Women's, Women's Appreciation.
Women's Appreciation Month.
Yes. And this is International Women's Day, every day, 30 days, 365, not 30 days. Yes,
that way. Well, we got a queen who's just really just out here doing the damn thing. Why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself to our listeners, ma'am?
Yes. My name is Des Gray. I am a director and a producer.
She's not a director. She's the director, damn it.
And she's Suge Knight.
Absolutely.
And I'm Suge Knight, too. Who's going to run up?
And she got artists on deck. Don't let her fool you.
Absolutely.
Yeah, she's doing her thing.
Well, welcome to the show. Welcome to the vibes. Welcome to the energy.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. So, how did you really get started when it comes to, directing?
I got started doing directing since, I can remember from back when I was a kid, just playing in my imagination, just not having anything growing up in Haiti.
Oh, wow. You grew up in Haiti, next to DR.
Yeah. So I'm actually Haitian Dominican.
Wow.
Yeah, they all are. Don't play with them.
When did you come to the States?
I moved here when I was 12.
Okay.
I'm at 12.
What was it like transitioning though? Because they speak fluently Spanish.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying over there.
In DR?
In DR?
No.
In Haiti.
Yo, I went to the DR. It speak mad Creole.
Word.
Yes, I've learned when I was in the DR. Majority of the people that lives in the DR, they are Haitians.
Yeah.
So if you guys don't remember, a couple years ago, they was burning Haitian people in the DR because their population is more Haitians than Dominicans.
100%. Because when I went to DR, that's how they was teaching me Spanish, but I knew because that was the first time I ever seen somebody that was Latin that was literally dark as that. Yeah. And I was like, yo, this really did intrigue me. I'm sorry, but here in America, they only show us certain images.
Yeah.
I didn't know that it was Latin people that were that dark. Mm-hmm. And they was like, yeah, Haiti's next door. And, they integrated and, had babies or whatever. Kind of like over here when they came over here. So
definitely.
Similar.
Haiti is really next door. You could literally it's a gate. You know how we separated with water? No, with the DR in Haiti is a gate. You could literally walk in the gate.
Wow.
Yeah, it's literally
really
right there.
Interesting.
Beautiful people though.
For sure.
Be clear.
So what made you want to get into directing? Was that always your passion?
Yeah, it's always been my passion. Always been my passion. Just want to create things for my country. I'm really big on telling stories, and I just want to be that those kids, that I grew up around never had a chance to see.
Right.
Yeah.
What was the first directing activity that you ever did? Because of course now you're in the major leagues, you with celebrities all the time. But what was your first time directing, and how that made you feel once you was able to step into that?
Honestly, I've directed before. The first time I actually say I directed something was when I was in college. I directed a whole play. And it was a play about I created this whole play about Haiti, and when I directed it and I just seen everybody, actually number one I sold out. They had to buy a ticket and I sold out my show. And just seeing the crowd and the reaction, I was like, oh man, I could really tell stories. And then from there, I just made that my main focus. Hey, you gotta be a director. You gotta be a director. And I had a chance to direct a music. I've directed some music videos before, but I had a chance to really tell a story again in this video. Little Donald Do Better. I directed that video for him, and I was like, okay, I could do this.
Which is your first plaque? You got your first plaque.
First gold plaque. Yeah.
As a director, y'all, that's major.
Yeah,
that's fine.
Yeah.
So what's the creative process for you like? Do you just randomly think of some things and yo, I got to bring this to life, or are you inspired by external things?
You know what? I'm so weird, because the way I like to create, I'm always in my head. Mm-hmm. That's the problem. I'm always in my head. So it's when I hear music, I don't listen to the words of the music. I'm kind of the opposite. I listen to the sound. You know, so I create with the sound. You know, just like listening to the beat of seeing like exactly like, okay, if the artist thought about it this way, let me think about it from that way. And then I just kind of like tie it into what they saying from what I see from listening to the sound and what they saying, and then I'm able to create like that.
Nice.
Dope. Do you have any inspirations as far as like film goes?
Yeah, I like Spike Lee a lot. Like Spike Lee is the director. Spike Lee is one of my favorite directors. I'm inspired to make movies like City of God. You guys seen City of God?
Yes, that's amazing.
Yeah, like I want to make foreign movies, like foreign films. That's why I call the company Foreign Made. You know, like we're gonna be doing foreign films.
Now you got a whole team. You're not doing this by yourself.
No. You need a team to do this. You know, I have a producer. Her name is Jade. I have management. You know, I have Lisa. I have Tamara. I have a lawyer. I mean, I have PAs. I have a Steadicam operator. I have a videographer, Nelson, that's always like capturing the best side of me. Yeah, it take a team.
Yeah.
That's what's up. How long did it take you to build your team?
It took me about 2 years. Yeah, 2 years to, you know, of course, like ups and the down and the low and the up, you know. Yeah, 2 years.
You had to get people to boot.
Yeah, man.
What
It's
was
hard.
that like?
But you know what? You know what? One thing about me though, I'm always giving people chances. That's my problem.
After they mess up, or
no, it's like you meet people that be like, "Yo, can you give me a chance? I want to do this. I want to do that." And then you put them in position. You teach them how to do certain things, but they want you to hold their hands. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I don't really like that, because it's like at the end of the day, like, for you to build a strong, solid team, like everybody gotta want it. You know what I'm saying? Like, just because you're a part of somebody's team, that doesn't mean you're gonna go hard. Like, don't think about being on my team. You gotta think about going hard for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because like, if I'm not around, something happened to me, God forbid, tomorrow, like, what you standing on? Nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta learn how to build your own self up, and then when you're on the team, it's more like, okay, everybody in the team holding a certain position. I like leaders, you know what I'm saying? I don't like followers around me. So like, everybody around me have to be leaders, you know what I'm saying? So we can all learn from each other, and all of us can grow and go to that next level in our lives, because everybody have their own lives to live at the end of the day.
True that.
Yeah.
Now, we actually had the pleasure of watching you at work when you was filming the video for Highland Star, the rounds.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah.
Remember that stuff? Yeah, that's how we connected.
Yeah.
You know, we actually saw you, you know, stand over here, do this, do that.
Yeah.
So how do you...
Boss woman.
Right. Really, you was really, you know, showing the world that you are a boss, like B-Lex said. So how do you prepare for your shoots? Like, are they stressful when you wake up? Like...
No, you know what? Honestly, like, I like to create. So when I'm on set, number one, the only time it gets stressful if I just see like a bunch of people just standing around and they're just looking like no, like what you here for? Like, do something, you know? So I just like to utilize every minute of my time. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause it's like we here for a job. At the end of the day, like, I know it's a fun job, but like, we here for the artists, and we have to make sure that we bring the vision to life, so we can't be wasting time. You know what I'm saying? Like, because you start wasting time, then you don't get the scenes that you want, and then they come back like, oh, you didn't do your part, Des.
Right.
You know, I just like to be on point.
I actually had an experience like that too. Where,
Oh, really?
Yeah, you gotta be professional, and it's nothing against people that. Because, of course, we're a part of a culture that smokes weed.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? And there's nothing wrong with it. But when we come to do business, ain't no smoke breaks. We got to get these takes, these shots. Every minute counts. Every minute is $1. Like, people really do be playing around with it. And I, you know, put some respect on these directors that take their craft serious, period.
Facts, you have to.
Now, in the directing world, would you say it's still pretty male-dominated?
Yes.
And being that it's Women Appreciation Month and you are female, you know, in that realm, can you give our listeners like some advice if they are in a role or in a position that's very male dominated, and how do you maneuver?
Yeah, in this male-dominated industry, like, it's a struggle every day, right? Especially like being a woman. You know we have two ladies here, because it's like, number one, like, working with a lot of males, egos plays a lot of things in this industry. And then sometimes, like, they'll make you feel this small, especially like if you better than them, they're trying to make you feel this small, so you feel like you're not better than them, right? So like, for my creators that's out there, you know, I don't care if you're a woman, I don't care like if you a cat, a dog, or a man, it don't matter. Like, if you're a creator, you're a creator. Don't let nobody stop you on your mission. You know what I'm saying? Like, because at the end of the day, like, God made us, you know, and I'm really big on that, and I'm very like spiritually in tune with myself. So it's like, at the end of the day, like, who are you to stop me from going to where I need to go? You know what I'm saying? And I've always been like that since a kid, you know, coming from Haiti and coming from nothing, you know, like you gotta have the hustle in you. And then when you have the hustle in you, like especially like being a child and I'm coming from Haiti, like I had to raise myself. So it's like I don't have time for somebody to try to stop me because it's like my whole life I had to take care of me. So it's like, you know, for the creators that's out there, like if you have a mission of becoming whatever you want to become, don't let nobody get in the way of that. Like nobody. And don't get me wrong, it's gonna be hard. You know, some days you're gonna feel like you're not good enough. Some days you're gonna feel like, man, like why this is so complicated. But as long you know like your purpose and you live into your purpose, then forget about competition and forget about, you know, how dominant in this industry can be. Like you just gotta focus on your own path and God gonna create a way.
That's right. That's a straight fact.
Yeah. What are some things that you had to overcome on your journey? Like let's say, I don't know, because we see the success, we see the plaques, but we know it didn't just all fall out the sky. Like, you know, what are some things you had to overcome? Like, were you sleeping on the floor?
You know what? Honestly, I've always slept on the floor. I'm from Haiti. Okay? So, you know, one of the things I have to overcome, like, just doing this is just people just taking your creativity at times. You know what I'm saying? Like
stealing from you? Like
stealing from me because it's like it comes from like you so hungry. And that's another thing, like creators, and I'll give my advice to them. Like you be so hungry and it puts you in a situation where you start doubting yourself. You know what I'm saying? And it's like that's one of the things like I've struggled with personally. Just struggle with being like so passionate and just seeing something like, oh my God, I gotta get there. And then like along your journey, you start meeting these different people that you think that's supposed to be a part of your journey, but it's like you had to learn the hard way that like no, they there to just take something else from you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I've went through that. And then another thing too, like mental depression too. You know what I'm saying? Like in this industry, like people don't talk about mental depression, you know, like, so it's like with me, like battling mental depression also because like you got to understand, like being from Haiti, like I got dealt with a lot of trauma, you know what I'm saying? So it's like coming here, like I've never had a father. So it's like coming here and you dealing with so many different men that just try to like, oh, you can't do this, you can't do that. Like I get in my head, I'm like, yo, who are you? Because to me, I don't know who you are, you know, because I never had that type of energy around me growing up. So it's like, that's one of the struggles that I deal with in this industry. But I mean, at the end of the day, like I got God.
You do.
Yeah.
We're going to follow you through. That's a fact.
Yeah.
That's real.
Where are you? Like I know you're from Haiti, but when you came from Haiti, did you come here to Atlanta?
No, I moved to Miami.
Oh, dope.
Oh, word,
Yeah.
word,
that's beautiful.
Miami.
Yeah, Miami, Florida.
So not only do you do film directing, you know what I'm saying?
That's the only thing we know. That's the only thing we know how to say.
Right.
That's the only thing we know how to say.
Right.
But nah, that's beautiful. That's
Not
beautiful.
only do you do film, but you also are into the music. You do have currently an artist.
Yeah.
I thought you was gonna bring your artist today.
No, I was actually gonna bring him in today. It ended up not working itself out, but I definitely,
about your artist.
I definitely would love to bring him back on the show. He's young. He's 13. His name is Really Rich. We just dropped his first single.
Okay.
About like 2.5 weeks ago. He's doing mad numbers on YouTube. He just a kid, you know, from Kentucky. You know, he's so passionate. You know, he came from nothing. Like the story that we share, like, you know, my partner, when he met him, like, you know, he was in a bad situation, like, you know, just homeless and things like that, and he took him in and just changed his life, you know. So I like his passion and his hunger. He's gonna be like real big.
So your partner introduced you to
him,
the artist,
yeah,
and that's what made you want to take on that role. You managing?
I'm not a manager, but right now we all playing the role of that. You know, I'm more like I'm overseeing his creative, like, you know what I'm saying, to make sure that it's like I'm taking his brand. Well, he don't have a brand yet, so I'm creating the brand.
That's dope. I'm excited to see it.
Yeah.
It's over 200,000 views on YouTube.
Yeah.
I was looking.
Yeah.
I was like, okay. And he just came out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
like
hard.
his stuff be doing mad numbers. He's 13 years old. Like
13.
I was shooting him a video the other day, and these little girls was like, 2K, and I was like, wait. Okay, all right. I was feeling like a proud mom, like, yes, it's coming on. Yeah, so just keep a lookout for him. 2K Really Rich, he's coming.
We gotta bring him here.
Yeah,
No, we definitely gotta bring him in. You would think he's 21, okay? This little boy be getting me together. You'll think he's 21, and I love it. Like, he know exactly what he wants. Like, he remind me of myself when I was a kid. He know exactly what he want. He know exactly where he want to go. Nobody gonna stop him, and I love that. Yeah. Love that.
Beautiful. Well, thank you for taking the time out of your life to come to our show. You definitely dropped a lot of gems. You know, it's definitely really, really great to see you doing your thing. A beautiful black woman like yourself, bossed up out here.
I appreciate that.
Bossing people around, firing people if they need to be fired. We definitely love to see it.
No, I'm just playing. You're fired if you don't do your job.
That's that.
What can we expect next, though, before you leave? You know?
So right now, honestly, I'm just like working on a couple things. I took this year off to really like focus on, you know, some films that I'm working on, and also like my animation that I'm working on. Just trying to like be focused and go after like the bigger purpose, which is like films. I just did a show for Davido on Jimmy Kimmel Live, and then we have a music video coming out soon. It's gonna be Davido featuring Thug, Chris Brown.
And you're gonna
You say that so humble.
No, I already directed it already.
Oh, it's already coming.
It's coming out in April. Yeah.
Nice.
Fire. Can't wait to see it. I know that's gonna be flames.
Yeah,
that's gonna be
can't
flames.
wait.
For sure. Well, you always like to end these with just positive words of affirmation. You know, you done dropped a lot of gems. You done gave a lot of advice, but what are some positive words that you could give to anybody that's on their way out?
Man, positive word I can give somebody. You know, honestly, like, just remember, like, one of my favorite quote is like, tough times don't last, but only tough people do. You know, so if you live your life like that, knowing that you're gonna go through tough times, but just remember, tough times not gonna last, then, you know, you'll be okay to actually see like the blessing. Yeah, so like the creators that's out there, like, just follow me on Instagram _DESIRGAY. Shit, did I spell my name right? That's Gray. I'm sorry for cursing. Like, it's Des Gray. DESGRAY_. Yeah, see, I'm over here having a long day. But yeah, to my creators out there, like, don't give up. Like, don't give up. Like, fuck them haters. Don't give up. I'm sorry for cursing again.
You can curse. You good.
I could curse. Yeah. Fuck them haters. Like, to my creators. Like, for real. Like, people going to hate on us. You know one thing I'm realizing about this industry?
What's up?
Creative people don't get no credits. Like, they treat us so wrong. Like, they don't get no credits. And it's crazy to me, but I'm going to change that. You know, like, I know that that's one of my God's plan is to change that, because it's like, at the end of the day, like, creative people are important.
Right.
You know, you guys in here are important. Like, him in here holding the cameras, you important, you know? And I feel like a lot of time, like, working in this industry and doing music videos, like, sometimes I honestly feel like artists don't value that, you know, or their labels don't value that, or their managers don't value that, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like they forgetting to understand, like, it takes a whole team to create that masterpiece, which is the talent. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, to my creators out there, just keep your dreams alive.
Keep your dreams alive.
Wise words.
Wise words. That's great. Thank you so much for pulling up to the show.
Thank you so much for having me. You know the vibes.
Absolutely. Infinite Vibes Taste. Dash Radio. We out.